my YouTube friends. Thanks for joining the Audio Master Show today. It is such a good Friday, and thank you guys for joining in on such a lovely day. I know here in Texas in the Big B, it is beautiful outside, man. But I want to get on here, man, because I was listening to the radio a while ago, and I was listening to some cool old classic songs and whatnot. And then I was listening to some today's music, the things that's happening today, man. And in my mind, I was contemplating on who is your favorite, who could be your favorite band out there, and why. And is it because they're popular, or is it because there's so many different reasons are going through my mind as to what makes a great band, and what the people are listening to. Is it because a lot of the stuff that we're getting thrown at on the radio, are we listening to it because it's what's spinning, and then that's why we like it? Are we listening to it because it really is good music to listen to? And so I wanted to throw this out there at you guys, and see what your thoughts are. They say if you ask someone 3 times, it typically takes the third time to ask them sincerely before you get the truth out of them. So hopefully I won't have to ask you guys 3 times tonight who your favorite band is, or who was your favorite band. It's something to laugh about, but it's also a serious thing to think about. The things that we watch on TV, the media, what they put out there, and then the music that we hear on the radio. Do we really like this? Do we really like hearing this? How does it make you feel when you're through listening to the song, or how does it make you feel when you're through listening to the news? Does it make you feel Does it build you up, or does it bring you down? And this is something you have to ask yourself: is it worth listening to? And is this band really my favorite band because it's popular? Ah, man, I used to listen to a lot of different stuff growing up. A lot of great bands I could think of. To name a few was, I loved Led Zeppelin because I loved the way the mixes were done in the music. I've never heard anything like that in my life, where music was moving around constantly in the stereo field and had so much impact. And then of course, I liked a lot of the '60s stuff. I liked the Doors. I liked Zeppelin. Um, I listened to the Cars. I listened to some of the pop stuff like Billy Idol. I listened to the Police. I listened to Aerosmith a little bit. I listened to Journey. Just a lot of groups, single band groups like Eddie Money, and I listened to him, and I listened to I don't know, Brian Adams, and oh God, I listened to John Cougar Mellencamp. I listened to all these different artists who had something different to bring to the table. Huey Lewis, just it goes on and on and on. The different styles of music that I listened to, Rush, listen to them. So I listened to this large genre of music at the time that was coming out. And I got to thinking about it. I still hear a lot of that stuff today on the radio because it's called classic rock, man. And it stood the test of time, actually, still being played on the radio today. But some of that stuff that I listened to back in the day, I wonder if I listened to that because that's what was fed to me. And being that it was constantly fed to me, and like, on the radio, every station you turn to it. I remember there was a time when Phil Collins was real popular, and I want to say it was like in the 80s, mid 80s, 85, 1985, or somewhere around that era, 86. Every station that I turned it to, or that I could pick up on my radio, on my local radio stations, his songs were playing. It was either the same song or another song by him that was playing on 3 or 4 stations that was local here in town. I was thinking, you got to be kidding me. I can't get away from this guy. And it wasn't that he was a bad artist and he came out with some great stuff, but it was just the idea of on every station at the same time, for real. And so, I listen to the music today on the radio, and it's the same kind of repetitive stuff as to, the marketing man. He wants to get his money out of his cut. And so, they pay these stations to run their music over and over and over till it's embedded in our head. And some of it we just can't even stand. But we end up finding ourselves whistling the tune during the middle of the day because we've heard it 4 times before noon already. And so, I was thinking about that, and I was thinking about how when I was a kid, how my music, how it's changed throughout the years and diversified. Not that I didn't listen to all styles of music, jazz or pop rock or R&B music or soul music or all that good stuff. Especially that music in the '70s. It was some really good stuff. And '70s and '80s was just top notch stuff because it was writers from all over the world and good writing skills involved and all that stuff. And so I loved it, man. I loved all that great old music. And so when I hear it today on the radio, it's such a pleasant surprise to hear good old classic music being played on the radio and kind of get away from that. I don't know. So the question is, I really wanted to bring out today was who is your favorite band and why are they your favorite band? Is it because it's all that's been fed to you on the dinner table, or is it because you've actually reached out and done your research on, classic music, classical music, jazz music, R&B, blues music, all these different genres that play a large role as to a mood swing and how it makes us feel. So there's a lot of aggressive music out there today, which might be called thrash music or grunge music or raw screamo music, whatever your terminology is behind all that stuff. Some people like that. Some people like to work out to that kind of music. So they like that music, rough and edgy, and it gets them on, lift some steel and get in the gym and pump up. Um, so there's all different kinds of music, and they all kind of make us feel a certain way in a certain vibe. And that's why it's really important when we write songs or when we're in bands or whatever, we create a vibe. And it's all about the vibe and the sound and how we portray it comes across to us. And so it's a really cool thing. Music is a really, really cool thing. And it's something all of us can continue to work on our skills as far as being good writers, songwriters, and then arrangers as well. And I kind of wanted to touch on that today, man, because this was kind of going to be a fun day for me. I usually don't come on during the middle of the day, but everybody's taking today off. It is Good Friday today, and a lot of people are taking off and chilling out for the weekend. And I thought, well, why don't I get on here and ask you guys who your favorite artist is, who your favorite band is, and why? And I'd like to hear some of you guys answers to all that, who you like and why you like that certain band. I liked a lot of different bands because back in the when I was growing up, typically because of the way it made me feel during the song, how it made did it get me excited? Did I want to dance? Did I want to snap my fingers? Did it take me to a place that good times, maybe good memories that take me to back to some of those good memories that I had, maybe with the special girl that I was involved in at the time, and just made me think of her. I know there was certain songs and whatnot can do that to you, and even actually help you. I mean, like there were certain songs that was playing back in the day that I'd be driving and it maybe the song would come up and it would remind me of a girlfriend that I had. And I could even smell her perfume as the song was playing. It was just it's strange how music can take you to a place of just take you back to a certain place. And I think that's why we all love music as much as we love music because of memories and just good times while we heard those songs, uh, feel good music. And so it's a great thing that we have music to listen to, right? I can't imagine a world without music or songs in it. I can't imagine a world without freedom of speech. I can't imagine a world where we're all silenced and one shoe fits all. What a terrible thing that would be, right? So, as we face what's going on right now in today's times, I want to encourage each and every one of you that we were not born to be slaves, and we were born to be free. And so, with all that being said, I hope that resonates with you as a person, and I hope that makes you want to get in your studio and start cranking it out, man. Whether it's rock heavy stuff, get on it, man. And or if it's soft ballads and stuff like I like to write a lot of ballads. I like to write a lot of sentimental songs, the things that take me to a certain place or a certain time in my life. And so whatever your gig is, man, don't stop doing it and continue on in the music business and continue on writing songs. Continue going in your studio and recording and do a lot of tracking. It's a really cool thing, man. So I just wanted to touch base with you guys today. I was going to make it real short, man, not too heavy on everybody, not really feeding any major meat or any major vegetables today, but just kind of touching on some light things about the music and why you like music and who is your favorite band and why. I'd really like to hear some of your answers as to perhaps some of the first bands that you started falling in love with when you were at a younger age and it kept you hanging on to music or wanting to play a musical instrument. So, I remember seeing a lot of bands way back in the day, especially when I was younger and watching Eddie Van Halen play and doing all that finger tapping stuff. And I thought to myself, wow, look at that guy have so much fun running around on stage, jumping up and down, playing his guitar with this huge, big smile on his face. I said, man, dude, look at that charisma and energy that guy has. And I want to play guitar. I want to play guitar too, man. So I went out and bought my first guitar. It was a Tisco Del Rey and electric guitar. I bought secondhand from a friend of mine and bought a Randall amplifier, and I was on my way to learning some bar chords. And so it was a lot of fun, man. And I remember those days getting in the garage with a few other people, and us just we thought we were kings in the garage, right? But anyway, share some of your memories with me today, and share some of your favorite groups who you like out there. And I'd love to hear your comments, man. And I'll get back to each and every one of you. Also, before I let you go, if you haven't joined the Facebook group, Audio Master, do so because a lot of people are coming in to this group, audio engineers, producers, musicians, and it's a great hub for us all to be and to share information and to connect with one another and to do marketing and all kind of cool stuff. So you don't want to miss out, man. Go to Facebook, go to your group section, and type in Audio Master, and you will find us there. Yeah, man, it's the best. So thanks for joining in today, and we will see you tonight.